Hey, what's up guys? This is Thorns again, back with a new Minecraft Dungeons video. Today I have a very awesome, super overpowered AFK XP farm for you guys for the maximum apocalypse difficulty. In this one you will be able to get your hands on tons and tons of emeralds, many new enchantment points, and of course also very awesome uniques which you can use for future builds. Guys, seriously, this build is so broken right now that you should definitely try it out before it gets patched, because it will get patched very soon. So guys, let's check it out straight away. Alright, so guys, here we are in the Creeper Woods, and look at my sexy outfit right now. Seriously guys, you only need 3 items for this build in order to farm on the maximum apocalypse difficulty and get your hands on those crazy things. And yeah guys, like I just said, check this out before it gets patched, because they are probably working on a fix for it right now. So we actually need to get our hands on 3 items. The first one is a bow. We're actually not even going to use it, but the only enchantment that you're gonna need on the bow is the Anima Conduit. Grants a small amount of health for each soul you absorb, which will give you 6% of your HP back on the maximum tier, which is very awesome to heal yourself. And guys, this is gonna be a very important enchantment. We're gonna check out why in a second. Next up, we have our piece of armor. It really doesn't matter what kind of armor you have, a soul robe, a grim armor, anything can pretty much work, but you definitely need to get your hands on 2 different enchantments. The first one is the Thorns. Whenever you take damage, you deal damage back to the attacker. 200% of the damage is returned on a maximum tier, and if you take 2 of them guys, this will not scale 100%, so it's not going to be 400% damage returned, but it's going to be almost that number. So you're going to deal a lot of damage every time when you get attacked. Then the very most important enchantment for this entire build is this life boost enchantment. I already made a couple videos for it, and you guys know that it is currently super overpowered. It's very broken. It can literally give you millions and millions of HP if you equip this piece of armor on the exact right moment. Each time you expend a life, your maximum health increases on the maximum tier plus 33% extra HP, but it is actually so much more, and you will see that pretty soon. And then, of course, last but not least, we also have a weapon. And for this one, since we are going AFK, I definitely recommend you guys to get your hands on triple Prospector. And some people said in my previous videos that this is very difficult to get your hands on, but seriously, it is actually very easy to find if you just check the merchants from time to time after you complete a level. So why are we taking the Prospector, guys? Find more emeralds of fallen enemies, and you would think that this only triggers when you actually defeat an enemy with your melee weapon, but that is not the case. So in the past, we were only able to trigger this Prospector enchantment if we actually took enemies down with our melee weapon, but right now you can also make the Prospector trigger when your pets take your enemies down, when you take them down with arrows, when you take them down with the thorns pretty much. So that is why you have the Thorns enchantment on your piece of armor. So right now I'm just standing in the Creeper Woods right here, and this is actually not the place where we want to set up the farm. So let's get back to camp for a second. Alright, so here we are. Like I just said, guys, on the village merchant, you will also be able to find pieces of armor with these kind of enchantments. For example, the snow armor right here has a thorns and a life boost. And if you just keep restocking this one, you will also be able to find some weapons. Let's see if we can actually find one. This one has 1 single Prospector. This one, wow, guys, seriously, double Prospector right off the bat after just my first restock right here, and you can just keep searching for those items. So what we're gonna do for this farm, guys, to set it up, you're gonna search for a level, and sometimes if you are a little bit lucky, you can actually find a daily trial with it. I'm not really sure if this one is gonna have it. Doesn't look like it. Maybe this one. Nope. Let's check out the Island Realms as well. Sometimes, seriously, you can find a daily trial where you have a negative game rule that says an X amount of the mobs will be swapped up with spawners. So the spawners will always automatically constantly and endlessly spawn in zombies, and those will of course allow you to set up this farm. On lower difficulties, this will actually not work, so definitely guys, make sure to always put this on the highest apocalypse difficulty if you're doing that with a life boost. And what I definitely recommend you guys to go for is the redstone mines, because this is a place where you will always find spawners. So that's what we're gonna do. Apocalypse level 7 plus 20. Let's go. So we're gonna skip this cutscene, and we're gonna have to locate the villagers. So right now guys, very important, you don't want your piece of armor equipped right off the bat. So I'm just gonna take my speedrun gear with my other weapon, and what we're gonna do is speedrun our way to a nice location where we can set up the XP farm. But right now we first of course have to die a couple times in order to make this work. So we've got a couple spawners right here. Wow, this is actually very early in the level. So what we're gonna do is die a couple times in order to make our life boost so overpowered. So you're gonna have to die 3 times first. So that is the first death, nothing too fancy. So you can do this while you're searching for your spawner location. That is the second death. Right now we're gonna die one more time, and this is very important guys. When the screen pops up with your last chance, you're gonna press your inventory and quickly equip your piece of armor with the life boost tier 3. And if you have this on a high power level guys, you can see that we currently have millions and millions of HP. And right now also, whenever a mob dies, of course it will drop some souls. Let me just disable the UI right now, so you can just see that these guys are hitting me like a truck, but at the same time they are dying one by one. So I am on 12 million HP. Every time when I get lower, I actually get healed by 200,000 or sometimes even more HP because of those Anima Conduit heals. Anima Conduit is so overpowered because it doesn't heal you for an amount, but it heals you for a percentage. And since we have millions and millions of HP literally, then, well, we get healed for so much as well. So that is making this farm so overpowered. Just cleaning the area up a little bit right here, but right now we only have regular casual zombies, so I can just stand somewhere on an interesting place. And wow man, we've got so many spawners right here. This is insane. I've never seen this honestly. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spawners on a very small area. Just on this screen. Look at this guys, I'm gonna disable my UI, and what you definitely don't want to have happening is that you have a minecart passing through the spawner location. So right now we are lucky it won't destroy them in the long term, so you can just stand right here and then go AFK pretty much and get your hands on all of that loot. Actually, this is a pretty unique find and maybe also a little bit too difficult to get your hands on, but at the same time guys, you don't need this many spawners. You actually want to search for like 3 or maximum 4 of them, because otherwise there will be just too many zombies. And what I definitely recommend you guys to get your hands on is a flat surface, so the zombies will be able to reach you without a problem, so this farm will work as efficient as possible. So what I'm going to do right now is find a new location for you guys that is going to be a little bit more realistic to get your hands on. 3, 4 spawners maximum is just fine for this farm, because there will be plenty of zombies guys, seriously. And we're going to search for a flat surface as well. Alright, I think this is the perfect place guys. We currently have 3 spawners at this exact location. They are all very close to each other and also not surrounded by walls or other objects that can pretty much prevent the zombies from reaching me. And we also have one right here, but we only need 3 guys really. We can stand exactly in the middle right there, and that is gonna make it super efficient. So I'm going to die 3 times once again. That was the first death. I can already equip my cutlass for the Prospector enchantment. Second death. Last chance. Now you equip your piece of armor with the life boost enchantment guys. Very important, and that will bring you to the high HP amount. 8.5 million, and if I use my potion it's 12 million plus, which is pretty insane, right? So I'm just gonna stand in the middle of those 3 spawners, and then the party can begin guys. Actually, I do want to get rid of the slime though, because he might be able to make it a little bit annoying. Look at all those emeralds. It's pretty efficient. This is the moment where we can just AFK. So we currently have level 406.5. Then also 51,720 emeralds. And I'll be back with you guys and show you how much loot we can actually get our hands on after doing this for some time. Alright, so guys, here I am back at it, and wow, we just leveled up to 410. We currently have over 54,000 emeralds, and as you can see, even more uniques drop. We've got some green items right here, so you can definitely tell that this one is very successful. Very important, guys, triple Prospector, also the tier 3 life boost enchantment with a piece of armor that is like a 160 power level or a little bit higher. I think lower levels can even manage as well, because we have this crazy Anima Conduit enchantment that will constantly heal you back to full HP. So I think right now it is time to check out all the stuff we found. So I'm gonna equip some gear that will allow me to take down all these zombies a little bit easier. A Gong of Weakening, I think one is just fine, guys. Let's go for it. I'm also gonna equip my Resolute Tempest Knife, so I'll be able to take him down a little bit easier. So here we go, guys. I think that was it for all the zombies. So let's take this strength potion. And as you can see right now, we've got these 3 as last items. So I'll be able to pick everything up and show you guys all the stuff I found. Wow, man, seriously. So much loot. And the 2 uniques right at the end. Awesome. So we've been AFK for like 20 minutes right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 items, guys. Seriously, including 2 uniques with some pretty crazy enchantments. So wow, man, that is such a great find. Of course, if you salvage every single item, you will be able to get your hands on even more emeralds. And guys, don't worry, if you don't find a piece of armor with double thorns and life boost, I know this can be a little bit tricky from time to time, you can also go for an alternative. For example, this Grim armor has 1 thorns and 1 life boost, and the 3rd enchantment really doesn't matter. It will just take a little bit more time to take down the enemies who are attacking you. Then I also have this black wolf armor with thorns, life boost, and then you can also use a final shout, combine it with some artifacts maybe. Of course, then you're gonna have to have some less HP with a life boost, but then you can combine it with, for example, the harvester artifact to deal explosion damage to all your enemies around you. You can use the gravity pulse so you can suck in enemies so they will be able to attack you a little bit faster. All those things are possible. I'm actually working for the very ultimate variation of this build, but right now this one is pretty basic, and it definitely does the trick with just the double thorns and the life boost. And guys, after you have completed a level, I can't stress this out enough, keep visiting the merchants, because they will definitely sell items like these for setting up the XP farm. You might have already found some of those, so yes, you will be able to get your hands on them in no time. Alright, so guys, that's it for this video. Now you know how to set up a very overpowered AFK farm for both experience for enchantment points, tons and tons of emeralds, and also items, including some very awesome uniques. Of course, this is not the best way to get your hands on uniques. I actually made a ultimate unique farming guide. If you want to check that one out, definitely make sure to check out the top right of the screen. Anyways, a big thanks for watching, guys. Definitely make sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed watching this one. And of course, if you are new to the channel, why not subscribe? Because there is so much more coming your way. I make so many guides for Minecraft and Minecraft dungeons, so it would be very awesome to have you on board. We currently have over 1,600 members on the Discord channel as well, so you can always check it out in the description. Right now it is 4 AM out, so guys, I'll see you in the next one. Take care.